to welcome our guest, Master Chef Jai Kumar Bhasin. He is very renowned personality in hospitality industry and has a very vast and extensive experience of more than 35 years worldwide. Chef Bhasin has been in the high seas for more than 26 years in world-class cruise lines, presently working with the world number one cruise lines, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, in the present position of executive chef for the last 5.5 years. Chef Bhasin is also an international advisor of World Chef Choice Federation. Chef Bhasin has graduated from Delhi University in 1986 and later on joined hotel industry to fulfill his desire and passion towards culinary. He completed his diploma certificate in culinary from Food Craft Institute, New Delhi. He has also done various courses in his journey. United States Public Health Seminar course by Centers for Disease Control Prevention, the branch of US Public Health Service in 2001, 2011 and 2015 at Miami, Florida, USA. He also has very thorough and extensive knowledge of hazard analysis, critical control point, internationally recognized method of identifying and managing food safety related risks. He has completed Coach the Champion Management course for Johnson and Wales University, Miami. He has completed crisis management and human behavior, crowd management, survival craft course, first aid course, safety and pro techniques course. Chef Bhasin has been awarded Chef of the Year award twice in 1998 and 2009. Chef Bhasin has also been nominated and awarded Manager of the Month award in 2020 by Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Once again, I, Sonal Agrawal, on behalf of IHM Meerut, would like to welcome Chef Bhasin in our webinar today. We are very honored that Chef Bhasin has taken out his time to join us at webinar today.
Very good, very good. Thank you, Sonal ma'am.
Thank you, Sonal.
Very warm good afternoon to everyone. My name is Abhishek Charles Peter, and at presently I'm working in IHM Meerut as a front office lecturer. Well, further moving into the webinar, first I would like to introduce to our principal, Sir Chef Professor Anand Mittal. He's basically postgraduate in business administration, human resource. He completed his 3 years diploma in hotel management and catering in 1986. He has a rich and imitable blend of hotel industry and academic experience across levels. 12 years as a chef in 5-star hotel of India and abroad, and 17 years as a senior academician in renowned accredited hotel management institutions. Besides being active in research, consultancy, recruiting, and writing for magazines, websites, journals of national and international importance, he conducts customized training for the staff of various hospitality organizations and catering institutions. It is in his life mission to train people so that they become a successful professional to this wonderful service industry. Well, further, I would like to call Chef Professor Anand Mittal. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonal ma'am. Thank you, Abhishek Charles Peter sir. Thank you for such a nice description. I must inform Chef Jai Kumar Bhasin. Chef, we have with us a few faculty. Among the notable are the coordinators, Mr. Azhar Hussain and Mr. Ashish Tyagi. The other faculty that we have are Mr. Sanjay Tyagi, Ms. Soumya Rajput, Mr. Sanjay Kashyap. The dean of our college is here. So it will reach more than 1,000 people. By the end of the day, 1,000 people will have seen us. We are very excited, Chef, to have you with us. Very excited. It is a blessing from God that such a big personality has agreed to speak to our students, to speak to all the students who are aspiring to become professionals in the delicate field of hotel management. Before I hand over the stage to Chef Bhasin, I would like to show you a little something. I would like to show you how Chef Bhasin would introduce himself. Uh, please, Chef, may I have your permission?
A very good evening, Mittal sir, and it is an honor to be a part of this webinar and the attachment with your college and university. It already has a very big name, so please continue the way you want.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I would like to share Chef Bhasin's introduction in his own words.
Hello friends, good morning, Assalamu alaikum and Namaskar. My name is Jai Kumar Bhasin and I am from New Delhi, India. I have started my career in the year 1985 and started my career from the Hotel Taj Palace, worked up to the next level in Hotel Lee Meridian, New Delhi, and then in 1994 I went abroad in a cruise industry. I started the cruise industry journey from the company Celebrity Cruise Line, worked with them for 5 years and then promoted to the executive chef in the cruise line, Premier Cruise Line. Later on, I joined Carnival Cruise Line and worked there for almost 14 years and presently working for the last 5 years in Royal Caribbean in the position of executive chef. Just to share with you that how pride we feel when we are working as a chef. Gents, let me tell you, you have chosen this line, hotel industry, and you want to be a chef. I tell you honestly, it feels so pride once you become a chef that people look at you and taste the food, what you have made with so much love and passion, and then they give you blessings after that. So this job not only gives you bread and butter for you and your family, but also gives you blessing on top. While working in the cruise industry, just to share with you, you don't only have an opportunity to earn good salary, but also you have a golden opportunity to visit so many exciting ports all over the world, all over different countries. And once you work in a different 5-star hotels or 4-star hotels, there is so much satisfaction once you please the guest with your food, the way you have made the food with so much love and passion. I am very proud of my job and I would like you all to have the same passion while you are working as a chef. So basically, I would love to say and ask you to be proud of what you have chosen and be a chef in future. So thank you very much for watching and have a great day.
That was very nice, Chef. So now all our attendees know that they are in the august company of an internationally known person. And Chef, I would now like to stop talking. I've been talking for such a long time and I would like you to speak. Please understand that you are speaking to the faculty of IHM Meerut and to the students of IHM Meerut, to the first year, second year, third year students, and to the students who have not joined us yet and who will join us now. You know, so please, with that in mind, please share your life's learnings with us, Chef.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mittal, again, one more time. And thank you all the faculty members joining us along with Ms. Sonal. And it's a very good opportunity for me who have started his career from the very bottom from the hotel industry and rose up to the level of executive chef. And as Mr. Mittal has already introduced me along with Ms. Sonal, one more time, my name is Jai Kumar Bhasin. And at present, I am working in the cruise industry for almost 26 years. Before that, I started my career from a hotel in New Delhi, Taj Palace, from the very smallest position of trainee Komi 3. I believe everybody knows by now, the students, what is Komi, Komi 1, Komi 2, Komi 3, then to the rank of CDP, then you have a junior sous chef, sous chef, executive sous chef. Then some of the hotels, they have master chef, and then you become an executive chef. So this is the hierarchy in the kitchen. In the restaurant, you have a different hierarchy. Since there are a lot of students in your university, Mr. Mittal, who would like to have their career in different fields, whether they want to be a general manager in the future, or whether they want to go in different sectors of hospitality. Maybe they want to go in a retail sector. Today, the hospitality sector has been really open up very widely. During our times, it was very limited, as you know that. You just passed out 1 year after me. So you have more experience in India, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Chef, I was thinking about it. Even though I am 1 year junior to you, but I am 1 year senior to you. But there is also one more
Yes.
twist. You are a postgraduate. I was just 12th pass. So you are senior to me. You are senior to me by 1 full year. So senior, namaskar.
Yeah, you can say like that.
You are senior to me by 1 year.
Namaskar.
Because you were a graduate when you started hotel
Yeah.
management.
That's one way of looking at it, Mr. Mittal. But you know, towards my journey, all this while, and I'm sure you will agree with me, and it's very good for the students to know this. You can pass out from any university, my friends, the future chefs, the future general managers, the future people who are looking their career in the housekeeping. One thing is for sure, you need to be focused. I said it in my video also. Whatever you want to be, you need to be focused. Now, you need to be very determined what you want to be. And the hotel industry is very glamorous industry. And I joined the hotel industry also because it was very glamorous. It was giving rich dividends even that time I joined the industry. And I actually specialized myself in French cuisine. So I used to work in Orient Express restaurant in Taj Palace. Orient Express was one of the biggest name during those times. And that was a French classic restaurant, fine dining, where we used to have 11-course menu in the dinner, and in the lunchtime 7-course menu. Now, Orient Express also in 1986 won world's second best restaurant award, and I was also at that time in Orient Express. So we were a team of 5 people. So thank you very much. But that was our luck that the restaurant found it. The brain behind that restaurant was Mr. Arvind Saraswat. I believe a lot of people know him, and it was a dream of him to have that classic restaurant. And we were a part. We were lucky to be a part of that restaurant to get that position of number 2nd in the world. So that was a golden opportunity for us. Now, the students who are going to pass out, let's go to that level. Like in this year, 2020, August, now with this pandemic situation, which happened almost 118 years later, the previous pandemic one, a lot of students might be very curious, might be very concerned that where are they leading to. I'm trying to jump into another topic because I feel this topic needs a very much importance for the students. Mr. Mittal, if you allow me. Yeah, okay. So what we have seen in the past, pandemics come and goes. So we don't need to worry. First of all, you need to have full faith, full trust in what you have, what you are doing, what you choose to be. You chose to be a hotelier. You had a dream that you would like to be in the hospitality section. And please do not come in anybody's whatever murmuring they are doing or rumors that the tourism industry is going to go bad and this and that. You keep focused what you are doing right now. You still have 2 months more, July, I think so, and then August. Once you pass out, the future is there, very much there. And you might have seen, or your elders who might have guided you towards the hotel industry, that how fast, let's say, India itself is changing. If we are talking about the time when we started, like 35 years before, and now in Delhi, being a capital Delhi, we used to have only 11 to 12 five-star hotels. And those were all old ones. The only new ones were 4 hotels. That was Hyatt, Taj Palace, Morris Sheraton, and Lee Meridian. These were the only 4 hotels during that time which were new. Rest all were 30 to 40 years old. But now, if you see, Delhi is full of five-star hotels. That time, very rarely anybody from the hotel industry used to go for airlines job. Now you have the world wide open. So keep yourself focused. Jobs are there. Yes, there is a temporary hold. I will not say stop. There is a temporary hold, but this hold will very soon open up the doors. So do not come in anybody's talks. You have done the right choice. Do not listen to other people that no, there is nothing more left in tourism. You need to change your line. Guys, you have worked very hard to come this way. Believe in yourself, believe in your teachers who have taught you, who have trained you during these 3 years. I'm talking especially for the people, for the students who are in the last year. Have full trust in them, and I'm sure they have guided you towards the best. And the main focus when you come out from the restaurant, from the institute, guys, this I tell in whichever university I go, that is when the life starts. Till now, your parents are paying the bills. After you pass out, you will pay your bills. If that you have in mind, you can achieve any heights. Okay? You can achieve any heights in the world, because that is when the world will open for you. Once you pass out with your degree, I'm talking a degree in your hand, and that's it. And that will be your university's name, Merit University, IHM, and wherever you go, guys, whatever you become in your life, never ever forget the people who guided you towards your journey. Today, I'm an executive chef. In between my journey, I was a corporate chef when I was for 2 years in India, and I used to have 8 hotels under me. But even today, when I meet the teachers who guided me, my first person whom I reported, I still remember the day of my hotel industry. And I was asked to make omelets. I still remember everything. I still give them so much respect because they were the one who really opened the doors for me. And same are my teachers from my institute. They all know me till date with my name. Now this is 36 years already passed out from that industry, from that college. Still now with the social media, they are in touch with me. So that's me. And that is what I would like all the students never to forget your teachers. Always feel pride that they were the one who guided you. They were the one who taught you. Always respect your parents, no matter what height you achieve in life. Focus is very important. Now, maybe 1% that the pandemic situation lingers out till, let's say, September or October. Just hold back and utilize this period. I will say utilize this period in gaining maximum skills, gaining your basics, the basics which were taught to you in the past 3 years, the basic what you are looking to be in your future, whether you want to join the housekeeping, whether you want to join the restaurant service, whether you want to join the reservation, whether you want to be a chef, or whether you want to be a pastry chef, or any other thing, go back and go back to the basics, read them and correct them where you were missing. This is a very golden opportunity for you. God has given you some extra time. And believe me, if your basics are strong, even if today, if somebody watches cricket over here, whether it is a Dhoni, whether it is a Tendulkar, or whether it is Virat Kohli, whenever they play a classic shot, what does the commentator say? That shot is so beautiful. That's to the books he has played, correct? So that is what we are saying. As a chef, I tell all my cooks, all my sous chefs, no matter what you do, no matter what you make, never forget your basics. If your basics are strong, nobody will be there who will be correcting you. Then, in today's world, the cuisine is wide open. Yes, Mr. Mittal.
सर वो आप ऑमलेट की बात कर रहे थे तो मुझे अपना टाइम भी याद आया. द फर्स्ट टाइम आई स्टेप्ड ऑन अ रेंज आई मेड ऑमलेट्स. एक फ्लाइट डिले हो गई थी, मैं हॉलीडे इन में था उस समय. एक फ्लाइट डिले हो गई थी और मेरे पास फोन आया. मैं नाइट शिफ्ट में था, मैं उस समय ट्रेनी शेफ था और 1 महीना हुआ था मुझे ज्वाइन करे हुए. एक फोन आया मेरे पास एयरलाइन से, कोई था नहीं तो सब फोन मेरे पास ही आते थे. मैंने फोन उठाया, मैंने कहा हाँ जी, कि जी 200 आदमी की डिले हो गई है फ्लाइट. उनका जो मील प्लान था वो डिनर से ब्रेकफास्ट हो गया है. 200 ऑमलेट चाहिए जी आधे घंटे में, दे सकते हो आप हॉलीडे? मैंने जिंदगी में कभी ऑमलेट बनाया नहीं, मतलब घर में वैसे बनाया लेकिन 200 ऑमलेट लाइक. मैंने कहा हाँ जी कोई दिक्कत नहीं, दे देंगे. और भाई साहब मैंने आधे घंटे में कैसे 200 ऑमलेट बनाए मैं जानता हूँ. और उस दिन मेरे में
इतना कॉन्फिडेंस. You must be flying the omelets.
5-6 ऑमलेट तो मैंने कचरे में फेंके जो शुरू में जो बने ही नहीं. फिर उसके बाद तो ऐसे बनने, और फिर तो मैं मतलब this was the first time I stepped on the range and this gave me so much confidence. आपने भी ऑमलेट से ही शुरुआत करी, मैंने भी ऑमलेट से ही शुरुआत करी अपनी जिंदगी की. उसके बाद तो फिर मैंने पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा. फिर तो इतना कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया था ना, रेंज में, पैन में, सब हट जाओ, मैं हूँ बस, सब हट जाओ. अच्छा, अभिषेक चार्ल्स पीटर सर कुछ कहना चाहते हैं. सर एक सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं,
प्लीज.
I have one question. Yes, sir. As you know, the great, disaster situation is going on in the world. So I just have a question for my students that, obviously when everything will going to settle down, things will going to start up once again. But will it take more time to generate, guests for like foreigner guests? Because domestic guests obviously we'll be receiving in our hotels. But what about the international guests? There will be some kind of hindrance.
At present, it's a very valid question. It's bothering everybody. And there's a very good question you picked it up. With this pandemic, all the governments in the world are dealing day by day. If you might be seeing on the TVs. Even the WHO is giving every day different, instructions, different advices. And last week, the news from the Indian government was that the flights, international flights, will be opening by 30th June. Now, today morning's news is that the international flights will be still not open fully till 31st July. Now that's a concerning part, because all of a sudden we know that India is the second largest populated country, correct? We are way behind in the medical structure from the European countries. But we have dealt so nicely as of now. Whatever figures you are seeing is not we were supposed to be if Mr. Modi would have not taken this action. Now, there is no politics in this. I do not belong to any party. Okay. But I am dealing, and I know. Your question is, how long? Okay. All over the world, the hotels are stuck right now. A lot of people have lost their jobs. We should not get demoralized with this. This is a part of life. Okay. We hope by 2 to 3 months, everything will try to turn back to normal. Once the airlines are opened, so the international tourists, if you read properly, I will say, I am sure you might be reading also, because I am very fond. In my student life, I was not reading much. I was always escaping, but these days I read a lot. If you read nicely, there are a lot of international tourists who want to tour. Yes, Mr. Mittal.
This meeting is about to end. I would like to urge everybody to leave this meeting and to rejoin again on the same ID after 1 minute. Chef, I would like to, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you'll have to carry on in the next meeting.
It's fine. It's fine. It's good that you alarmed.
Thank you.
Now, I just want to go back. In 1913, we have one pandemic. And if we go and read into the studies, that during that time, we had $50 billion loss all over the world. But then, within a matter of few years, we were almost covered $5,600 billion. That means within a span of 3 years. That's fast the industry grew away. So we need to have hope that everything will be back, and that's the best we can think of right now. And I believe and I trust everybody in the world right now is hoping that this pandemic situation calms down a little bit, and then the life goes back to normal. Yes,
आपका मोबाइल पे भी चालू है क्या?
हाँ जी,
आपने मोबाइल पे भी चालू कर रखा है क्या? आवाज में एको आ रही है।
नहीं, वो अचानक आनी शुरू हो गई, पता नहीं क्यों।
वो आप मोबाइल की वॉल्यूम खत्म कर दें बिल्कुल, तो ठीक हो जाएगा। वॉल्यूम बंद कर दें बिल्कुल।
Is now okay?
Yeah, perfect.
No, it's still coming. Yeah. Something wrong.
Sir, I think you can mute everyone except Chef.
So are we okay now? Okay, but we have muted everybody, so I cannot hear anybody else. Can we open Mr. Anand Mittal's audio, please?
Yeah, I'm no problem. Me and Abhishek Charles Peter and Sonal ma'am.
Is still my voice echoing?
No.
Now it's good. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, sir. So that was the answer to your last question, sir. So if anybody would like to ask more.
Chef, I have a question.
Yes, sir. Boliye, sir.
Please tell me and please tell all the faculty and please tell all the students why hotel management is a good career choice, or is hotel management a good career choice in 2020 or not, and if yes, then why?
Now, the first question is, why is the hotel management a good career? Okay. Now, if we look into what is hotel management, basically, we need to understand the concept. What is a hotel? Your hotel management, if you go back, starts from your home. Correct? In our olden days, if घर में कोई मेहमान आता है, तो बड़े बुजुर्ग माँ बाप क्या करते हैं? सबसे पहले पुराने जमाने में बासमती राइस सबसे पहले जो मेहमान आता था उसको खिलाया जाता था, घर को एकदम साफ सुथरा रखा जाता था, कोई मेहमान आने वाला हो तो। करेक्ट? अगर हम इसको इस तरफ से देखें, व्हाट इज होटल मैनेजमेंट? टू प्रोवाइड द बेस्ट फैसिलिटीज। और हमारे हिंदूज में या नॉर्मली इंडिया में बोलते हैं अतिथि देवो भव। करेक्ट? तो भगवान का दर्जा देते हैं हम, चाहे वो कोई भी धर्म हो, अतिथि गेस्ट को, और यही दर्जा हम होटल इंडस्ट्री में देते हैं। गेस्ट इज ऑलवेज राइट। करेक्ट? Guest is the person who gives us the money, gives us the hotel money. Then in return, the hotels gives us the money. Correct? No matter what job we are doing. So hotel industry is basically a place where you really do not need to be a rocket scientist person. आपको जो आता है, जो स्किल आती है, आपके अंदर लोगों को खुश करने की वो है, भगवान ने काबिलियत दी है, आप खुश करिए। आप बार वेटर बनिए, लोगों के लिए ड्रिंक्स बनाइए। आप घर में भी होता है, जब हम बचपन में थे हम तरह तरह के ड्रिंक्स बनाया करते थे, मेरे को याद है, चाहे वो रसना से हम शुरू करें, शिकंजवी से शुरू करें या जलजीरा से शुरू करें, मेरे को तो सब पुराने दिन याद है। तो मेरे में वो सब कुकिंग कूट कूट के भरा हुआ था। I was very weak in physics and chemistry, so this was a golden opportunity for me to, show my skills, because when I used to cook at home, because my mother passed away when I was 13 years old, so I was cooking from the very young age. So वो धीरे धीरे जो घर में कुकिंग करते थे वो पैशन बन गया, क्योंकि खाने की लोग तारीफ करते थे, जो भी रिश्तेदार आते थे, तो फिर सोचा कि चलो इसी लाइन में निकल जाएं। जब भी I was the among 40 students, I was the second student who was recruited in 3 different hotels in the campus interview. Okay, Hayat, More and Taj. तीनों में ही मैं select हो गया था. I don't know, it's all God, but for sure they might have also seen something what I was speaking when they took my interview. I still remember. They were all the 3 places. The questions was, ऐसा क्या पैशन है आप में, क्यों ज्वाइन करना चाहते हो होटल इंडस्ट्री? सो यही क्वेश्चन तीनों में पूछा गया था उस टाइम मेरे से। सो वही चीज है जैसे आपने पूछा कि व्हाई होटल इंडस्ट्री। आपके पास एक खुला एटमॉस्फेयर है, अपने आपके अंदर जो भी स्किल है आप उसको प्रूव करिए। आजकल होटल इंडस्ट्री इज नॉट लिमिटेड टू दाल मखनी, तंदूरी चिकन और बटर चिकन। It has gone very wide. Before, it was, when we started with the French cuisine, it was Escoffier, then Roux Brothers, then Michel Roux, all those books you might have known in your time period. Now, I also got an opportunity to work with the Michel Roux Brothers, okay? Because that was a golden opportunity for me to work with them. I also worked with a lot of celebrity chefs like one more chef I forgot. Okay, I will tell you later on. Actually, he invited me in France also. Georges Blanc. Okay, his name is Georges Blanc, and he invited me in France at Lyon. Is a small village. Now that, if we say village in India, when we say village means we know what we are talking. But when you say France and we say village, that village was much better than your South Delhi. So that kind of village we are talking about. It belongs to him. Okay. So South Delhi, if you say it's a village, somebody will laugh, correct? So when we say village in France, is totally different. and he has his own vineyard. I got an opportunity to work with him for 14 days, although the initial thing was only for 7 days, but then I worked for 14 days. He wanted me to stay with him. And Michel Roux was one of the cruise lines that was Apollo Ships and Layers with Celebrity Cruise Line. And they were the consultants for Celebrity Cruise Line. So that was a time when I got an opportunity to work with them. And there were a few other celebrity chefs who are very world famed during that time I worked with them. Again, it's passion. If you have a passion, today is a fusion cuisine. When we put the sauce in the plates, what we are teaching in the institute, today that sauces is also gone. Today is more about froths with the nitrogen cylinder. With the same sauce, we make a froth and put on top of the meats. So today the cooking has taken a very high level. I don't know if somebody have heard here, popcorn ice cream. Somebody has eaten popcorn ice cream? Maybe yes, maybe no. But if you search on Google, it is. आप Google पे search करिए, just like a popcorn, small. You have ice creams and you can eat like this. Your ice cream is like a popcorn. So today the world is changing. The cuisines are changing. Now अभी आपके ऊपर है. आपने क्या invent करना है. So इस अभी जो younger generation है, especially the students who are coming, जैसे आपने बोला कि क्यों होटल इंडस्ट्री ज्वाइन करें. यहाँ पर आपके पास कोई इंजीनियर नहीं मांग रहे हैं. Only people we are looking for, and you are looking for, Mr. Mittal, जिनके अंदर थोड़ा पैशन है कुछ दिखाने को. और वो जब इकट्ठा कोचिंग किया जाता है तो वो बहुत जल्दी आ जाता है. हाँ जी, मिस सोनल.
Sir, I have a question. I have a lot of students who are willingly to join cruise lines, but unfortunately, we are not having the link with the people who can recruit them. So, what are the advice from them? And please guide me also. How can I place my students to cruise line directly for the freshers?
Yes, Mr. Mittal, you have another one.
सोनल मैम जो हैं वो ट्रेनिंग एंड प्लेसमेंट कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं हमारे कॉलेज की. तो उन्होंने छूटते ही सवाल पूछ लिया कि नौकरी कैसे मिलेगी बच्चों को.
देखिए जी, नौकरी अगर मैं let's go move out from the hotel to now to cruise industry. Okay, so what is cruise industry is also they are floating hotels. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now there are two sections in that. One is marine, another one is hotel. Now cruise industry mein hotel sections are exactly same what we have in the 5-star hotels, 4-star hotels, 3-star hotels. Nothing is changed. Only thing changing is volume and how to go that, or what is the scope. You might would like to know that. Your question sounds like that. What is the scope in the hotel industry, whether in this pandemic period or after that pandemic period is over? There is tremendous scope. Okay, just to let you know, a ship which carries 2,600 guests, which are these days the smallest ships, have almost 140 cooks. Okay, a ship which is the world class, biggest ship in the world right now, that is Allure class and Oasis class ship, that has 6,400 guests and 2,300 plus crew members. That is almost 10,000 people we are taking in a cruise on a journey for 7 days, 5 days, 4 days, 24-hour meals. Now for that we have a minimum of 264 galley cooks working for 10,000 people. Earlier, the ship used to come in 3 years, one ship, 5 years, one ship. If I give you the cruise industry magazine, it comes, you can also search in the Google. In the next 10 years, 120 ships are already on the line to come as new ships. And these days, all over the world, people are believing in more bigger ships. That means more people all over the world. Now, earlier the cruise industry, before the cruise industry was only used to be cargo ships and marine ships like army ships. But now with the cruise industry coming in, the volume of the people, the demand, the volume and demand of the hotel industry people is not there available. Skilled labor is not available all over the world. And we are really struggling. I'm telling you the truth. Every cruise line this time is struggling for the skilled labor. So again, I said, as before, if your basics are strong, if you are good in your cooking, I'm talking about chefs right now, or you are in the bar, or you are in the housekeeping, or you are in the restaurant. If you are good in your fields, you know what you want to be after coming out of the institute. Make your liking sections as your strongholds. Go back to the basics, and there is endless scope all over the world. The cruise industry is open. One thing I will tell you, based upon my experience, whenever you want to join cruise industry, there are a lot of agents in the market. Okay, I'm now telling you the truth and the bitter truth, and this is for the students. And I would like you also to guide the same to the students.
Excellent.
We, as cruise companies, we have our own agents or our own offices all over the world. None of the office charges any crew member, not even one single rupee. I'm not talking about dollar.
Very good. Very good.
So please, if any agent is asking you money, don't fall in the trap. That means that's a trap. He can boost you. He can say you under lies that I have recruited 10 people, 50 people, 100 people. Please stay away from them. Better to sit back for 3 months, 6 months and wait for the nice opportunity rather than falling in trap. Because once you are fallen in trap, then it's going to be very difficult. You will never get the job because the cruise companies are paying to the agents, okay, from their own. So you don't need to pay a single money. So this, I think so, it should be sent a very clear message. Anybody who wants to join the cruise industry. Now,
And sir,
the your question only I'm answering. Let me finish with that. Earlier, we used to ask for minimum 2 years of 5-star experience in the cruise industry. Now, since so frequently the ships are coming, new companies are coming up, the demand is so high that a lot of our companies are hiring straight from the new pass outs because the demand is not being met. Okay, we are not getting enough skilled people. So as soon as the person is graduated, you need to knock the doors from the real agents of the cruise industry. Okay. Another thing which the government has started, the Modi government has started, is very important for everybody to know if they are planning to join a cruise industry, that you need to have your seaman book first. Earlier, the seaman book was only for marine people, for the people who work on cargo. Now the seaman book is required for every single person working on board. Okay, that means to make that seaman booklet, we need to do a course. And those are the courses you just read out: the firefighting course, the first aid course, the crisis management course, the crowd management course with the human behavior and survival craft course, and safety and awareness course. Okay, I think so. I forgot that to mention that safety and awareness. These are the 5 courses which DG Shipping has approved a lot of institutes. And Mr. Mittal, if you would like to go further, I can talk to you separately on this. If you can start that course in your university itself. So when the students are passing out last year, that can be an additional course done over there.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Chef. We also look forward to having you in our institute whenever you can. After this lockdown thing goes, we would love to
Yeah,
have you face to face with
it
our
will
students.
be
And
it will be an honor to meet you guys there. And if you can have that, it will be a golden thing for the students, that by the time they pass out from here, they have done that course. That's only 11 days course. So
we
basically
will
you
seek
can have
your guidance in this course, and we will definitely get it conducted in our college.
separately.
Chef,
Yeah, we
definitely.
can talk separately on this apart from this agenda. Okay. So as I said, Miss Sonal, there's a huge potential, huge, massive amount of requirement in the cruise ship. Now remember one thing more for the cruise ship. When you work in India, we all are paying taxes. Yes? Since the cruise ship person, they don't work in any country, they don't pay taxes. So that's a double thing for you guys to know, because they are not working on any land. Water doesn't belong to any country. So that's again a privilege, that whatever you earn comes to you. Yes, olden days were different when the cruise ships used to be very hot and humid. These days, the cruise ships are so beautiful that, let me be very honest, I don't even like to go in 31 and 32-degree temperature outside the ship. The cruise ships are so cool. The kitchen is so beautiful, well furnished, well fully air conditioned and all that. Fresh air is there, and the life in the cruise ship is very beautiful. You work for 10 hours and then you have 14 hours for you. When you work on land, you work for 10 hours and you spend another 4 hours for reaching your working spot and going back to your home. That's the bitter
Correct.
truth of the bigger cities. Correct? Maybe
Correct.
smaller cities is different story, that you spend half an hour, 40 minutes, but bigger cities is 2 hours minimum journey to reach the spot and to go back to you.
Correct, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, Mr. Mittal?
Yeah, I would like to share something with you, Chef. Even though I'm not working on a ship, but I have been on a ship for 1 year. I was the head catering manager for a ship for 1 year,
Wow.
for a research
Wow.
vessel. So I can understand some of the things. Right now, I'm staying in the campus. I stay in the hostel for 5 days a week, and for 2 days I come back to Dehradun and I spend time with my family. So my life is also very similar to like your life. For 5 days a
Yeah.
week, I am living on a ship, called IHM Meerut.
Yeah,
And 2 days
yeah,
I go home.
we can say that. We can say that.
But I have to pay taxes because I am not working on the water.
Yeah, Indian government was also trying that to put taxes on NRIs, but let's see. If they put, then they put. That's okay. We have to pay taxes. We have to pay taxes. That's no problem.
No,
But
you are
again,
a big asset to the country, and I don't think
yeah,
we should put any taxes on any NRIs. NRIs are getting us a substantial amount of foreign currency. You see,
huge amount of
huge.
foreign currency, massive. So that's also our country needs. Whether you are working in Germany or Italy or Australia or China or wherever in America, that money is required by our government.
In fact,
Uh,
Canada is called Mini Punjab. Canada is called Mini Punjab. So many Indians there,
yes.
and they are bringing so many dollars to India. I don't think we should tax. Anyway,
If
Chef, if you allow, I would like to share your photographs with the people.
Go ahead, sir. No issues. It's fine
Um,
with me.
I would like to share Chef Bhasin's photographs, which he so nicely shared with us yesterday. This will take about 5 minutes. Please hold on for a sec.
Mr. Mittal, I love to share everything what I achieved in my life. Like the teachers, whatever they gain, they would love to share. And I do the same.
Hold. I am a little slow on this. there is one or two videos also, so I have to share the sound also. Yeah, here goes. So this is how the ship looks, and it is like
Yeah.
a with as many as 18,000 people, right, chef?
That's correct, sir.
18,000 people in one ship.
No. 10,000. As of now, it's 10,000. As
saw
of
it.
now, it's 10,000.
I saw on your CV you said there were 18,000
That's
people.
1800, sir. That was the first ship I joined.
Okay.
Now, we can speak that in a day, in a single day, more than 20,000 silvers and cutleries are washed.
I wish I could share the articles also, chef.
I can share with you some articles, no issues.
Articles इतने सारे भेजे शेफ ने मेरे को, पर मैं वो दिखा नहीं सकता क्योंकि पढ़ना मुश्किल हो जाता है, because a lot of our attendees are on mobile phones. But please enjoy
This
the
was
photo.
just now. These pictures are just now, just like 4 months before, 5 months before. The person standing next to me is a captain. Yesterday only he sent me a message. He's still on board. Captain Tony from Italy. No, he's from Norwegian.
My name is Jay, and I am the great chef of Rhapsody of the Sea, and I am all the way from India. So, how's the food so far? Thank you very much, and wish you all a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Thank you.
This one is a cooking competition. We invited some guests.
Oh, all right.
These were a few cooks I provided to stand with the guests because I don't allow the guests to touch the knives.
All right. All right.
So I put my own chef de parties along with the guests. This is a cooking competition with the cooks and the hotel director, captains, everybody's there. This is a chef's table plate. Chef table is a total different concept where the chef goes with the guest 4 hours. This was where I was awarded the manager of the month. This is the show we just did it, Amul. So they asked me to do Malai Kofta. This is a crock on bush. It's like chocolate eclair. I think so the students know. Valentine's Day cake, a huge one. This is suckling pig. We were doing carving outside on the pool deck. This is a private function. I'm trying to get the things together. This is sushi. Somebody might have heard already. Japanese. assorted sushis. This is food tasting going on. So I am tasting in the evening before the meal starts. Every day we do this tasting. Whatever is the menu, I do the tasting of all the food. And some of the people are wearing red scarves. They are the CDPs, means section heads of each section, like a chief roast, chief sauce, chief soup, chief pastry, chief baker. There's a casino. There's again a private function. There's the again food tasting going on for the room service. So this is again welcome cake, Bon Voyage cake. So I'm giving the final touches. You can see with the every dish there's a recipe underneath, so everybody has to follow that. This is Chef Sylvester.
Okay. That was so nice, Chef. I wish we could have spent more time with you. It was such a nice thing. Seeing these pictures and you spoke so well about them. Now I would like to unmute everybody. Should I unmute everybody, Chef?
Yeah, please go ahead, tell me. Yeah, we can.
I would like to unmute everybody. Anybody who wants to say anything, please say to the chef. You have 2 minutes. Please raise your hand. Yeah, Azhar sir. Azhar sir, बोलिए. Unmute.
All right. I'm sorry. Am I audible now?
Mr. Azhar Hussain is the coordinator of IHM Meerut, sir. Very senior faculty. हाँ जी, बोलिए.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank Chef Bhasin, first of all, for sparing time and having with us today. It is indeed our pleasure to have such a celebrity chef with us and clearing so many doubts. I had questions, like I written some questions, but everything was explained so nicely that I could not ask. I mean, any of my question was, not answered. I mean, all the questions is answered. I have just a small question, because I teach usually the first years, and first years they are curious about becoming a chef. And the usual question is that which cuisine they should focus on, which is more career oriented cuisine. I mean, from first year only they want to know that where should they focus. Basically, what is more job oriented cuisine.
Chef, unmute. आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी.
I said sorry, I forgot sir's name.
Azhar.
My name is
Azhar Hussain.
My name is Azhar Hussain, sir.
Mr. Azhar, sir, I think so. In this is where your part stands. When we teach to the students, the first thing we need to tell them that do what you like. Scope is there. Whether you want to be a pastry chef, bakery head, a continental chef, Indian chef, there is enough scope in every place. Now, again, if we are talking somebody to want to join a cruise line, I would say he should go for French or continental cuisine. Okay. And the rest, the world is wide open. Indian cuisine is becoming more and more popular all over the world. Every country has Indian restaurants, Indian hotels. So the world is wide open. In India alone, we have so many different cuisines. The only thing is what passion we have. What is the master we can be? Continental cuisine is also very wide cuisine. So yes, again, if you are looking for a scope in the cruise industry, please go for continental cuisine. And
Thank you so much, Chef.
if you want to join in India or in another part of the world, let's say Singapore, Bangkok, USA, Canada, Australia, Britain, Germany, Singapore, any country, Indian will be good. Because then they have you don't, in Europe, they will not ask a European chef to become from India, correct? They will be asking for Indian cuisine chef to come there. Because they have their European chefs.
Correct.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Well, just to share on that, Mr. Mittal and Mr. Azhar, just a small thing, that I was blessed that in Celebrity Cruise Line, which is still #1 in the world, okay, which is owned by Royal Caribbean. When I was there, when I got my executive sous chef promotion, I got that I need to train the sous chefs. And the sous chefs from France, believe me, I'm teaching them French cuisine. Tomorrow somebody, some German guy come that he will like me to teach me how to make tandoori chicken and dal makhani and kadi pakoda. I should be shamed, yeah? But then again, I was a master trainer for teaching them French cuisine. And they belong from France. Anji sir, next sir. Anybody else would like to have some words? Any queries, sir?
Sir, one question I'd like to ask to you.
Please.
Mr. Ashish Tyagi is also a coordinator of IHM Meerut. He is also a very senior faculty.
Okay, sir.
So students are very curious that cruise is a very high paying job. So what is the general criteria for salary for entry level, or what kind of job they have been offered there?
The entry level belongs like if you are going to join assistant cook, that's minimum these days starting from $750 to $850. Now, when you say $750 to $850 and you do 8 months contract or 10 months contract, according to International Labour Organization, and you can easily have $8,500 in 10 months. And then if you multiply with the today's dollar value is 75, correct? So 75 into $8,500, your expenses on the ship is zero, okay? Food is free, laundry is free, everything is free. It depends upon you. If you are going to be spending money on your alcohol and all those things, you can finish all your money. But if you are like Indians are good savers, we know that, and Indians save from $8,500. You can easily save $6,000 to $7,000 easily, even after shopping for your people at home. So $7,000 saved means roughly 5 lakh rupees saved in 10 months. I don't think so. You can save in 5 years here, like 5 lakh rupees after coming out with 1 or 2 years of experience.
6,37,500 rupees.
There's a lot of money, sir. There's a lot of money you
not earning,
making,
this is saving.
Saving. And I'll give you a perfect example. Believe me, my son, he just passed out from MIT University in 2013, and he started his career from ships only, and he joined as a waiter there, assistant waiter. He didn't want to be a chef. That's fine with me. And till now, believe me, in 7 years, he has saved already 50 lakh rupees. That's a huge amount. And this is the kind of money is there, sir. It all depends how much you want to save. If you want to be assistant waiter, you start your job with $1,000 salary. and then within 2 to 3 months you get $1,200.
I'm just flashing Chef's CV. Please see how impressive his CV is. If any of you have any questions from the chef, please ask in the chat box, or you can ask directly. You can also note down his email address. Don't call him unnecessarily. Just note down his email address, and you can ask him personally also. If you are feeling shy to ask in public, you can personally ask him on his email address, or you can ask Miss Sonal. Miss Sonal will be in touch with the chef. If there are any questions that anybody would like to ask, please feel free. Chef, are you able to
Yes,
hear
sir. Yes, sir.
me? Okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing, sir. I'm hearing.
पढ़ रहे हैं, पढ़
Sir, I
लीजिए.
have one
हाँ.
question.
हाँ, पूछिए.
So the question is that actually many of my friends are working cruise line, and the basic, I mean, whenever I have a conversation with them, I mean, from them I always get a response like, if you I mean, if you can live far from your family, if you don't have any, I mean, your self requirement for your family, then I mean, you are successful when you're working on the cruise line. So is it true?
Mr. Abhishek, you have very next sitting to you is a perfect example. Your principal. He's living 5 days away from his family.
Right,
The
sir.
answer is very next to you. And I
Right,
think
sir.
so he is devoting enough time to his family and doing fairness to his job also.
That's correct.
And family time is family time, and
Right.
working time is working time. I believe in that theory. Now, to be on the same question and the same line, when I started cruise line in 1994, 2nd of July, those days, the telephone systems were very weak. There were no cell phones. There were no phones on the ship. We used to wait after 10 days when the ship reaches the port, and we used to run for the coin box to call home, stand in the line, okay? And in $10, I remember we used to get 11 minutes to call.
Okay.
Now these days, the things have changed. The satellites have come, and now we don't need to go out of the ship. Now,
Right.
if you buy a local SIM from the country where you are, and then in $2 you can talk 3 hours. And then the ships have provided also phones, which is called ocean phones. Every room has a phone now, and I call my wife maybe more than 10 times in a day. And we do the video chat with all these things coming, you know, whatever you call the WhatsApp and the other things. So you are not away from your family anymore. Those
Right.
days were different. And now the world has changed, sir. So I don't think so that is mattering anymore, because the moment you see your family, your mother, your father, if you are unmarried, and your sister, your brother, or your wife, if you are married, or your kids, you talk half an hour, 1 hour, and then you sleep, and next day your battery is charged already to work. And that's the way the life is. And let me be very honest on this. If you work on a ship, and if you work on land, it's not now, because I am working on the ship for 26 years. I never wanted to work more than one contract. And I don't know how come I'm just repeating it. But I still feel myself fully fit, because every 2 years we need to have a medical. And thanks God, with all your blessings and good wishes, every person who works on the ship, his life is much longer. I don't know how, because I think so the atmosphere they are working, because their body is too much hectic, and you know, we work at least 12 hours every day, and we are running. In the hotel, you serve maybe 50 or 100 guests a day. We serve every day more than 20,000 meals. So that's a big challenge, you know. and that's the food goes so fast. If you see the videos of the ship, maybe one day I will share with you, and you will see like the people, the students who come to me, freshers, they work in a hotel or a restaurant and they have never seen baked potatoes more than 15 or 20 in a day. And when you go there, you have to bake at least 2,500 potatoes.
Wow.
And the guy first he scratches his head from where to start. Huh? So that's a totally different concept. The volume is there, and the standard is there, the quality is there, the hygiene is there, and the more important thing is you become self-disciplined too.
Right.
And you know how to live with different culture of people. I am living with the last 26 years with almost 70 to 80 different nationalities. I'm working with them. It's total different culture, different atmosphere. And we have made friends all over the world. And when you work in one particular country, whichever country you work, you do not deal with more than 1 or 2 or 3 different nationalities. Maximum is 3. And especially the people working with you will be very less. Maybe if you're working in India, maybe somebody from Bengal, somebody from Bombay, Maharashtra, somebody from UP, Bihar, and some other place. Maybe their cuisine is different, but then their culture is still the same. But when you go and work on a cruise ship, you're dealing with totally different culture. The way we have a habit of putting hands in one and the other friend's hand, if you do that in their place, it's considered different way. So total understanding is different. But
Right.
you will never feel alone there. First of all, you have your own families there, as a friends are your families. And then you call, these days you call at home in a day 10 times. The phones are very cheap now, so you don't feel lonely at all. So that concept is a little bit old one now.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Please.
हाँ जी, good afternoon. कौन
Yes,
है
sir.
ये?
Sanjay Tyagi, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sanjay Tyagi is the master baker of IHM Meerut, sir. बोलिए संजय.
Wow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mittal, sir. Good afternoon, sir. After a long time, after SGT, Sanjay Tyagi, I don't remember.
Yes, sir.
So, sir, my question is your suggestion. What your suggestion for future bakery chef after this lockdown or after this COVID-19?
Okay, one concept I will tell you, Mr. Sanjay Tyagi ji, is very important for you. And if anybody is from the pastry as well, whoever
Sir.
is teaching the bakery and confectionery, I would love you guys, if you are teaching now the bakery and pastry, that this is the basic problem we are facing when the people come from India and the Asian countries. And not in the other lines, but especially from the bakery and pastry. You need to start a little bit teaching on the concept of American thing also, like the weighings, you know, the pounds, the ounces, the Florence ounce, okay? The Indians, when they come from Indian culture, Indian restaurants, Indian hotels, Indian institutes, they are the master bakers. They are the master pastry chefs. But they struggle for first 2 months because of the measurements, because they are not habitual of Indian and American measuring scales, you know. So I think so this we need to look at in all Indian universities, that we also need to side by side let them know that how much is 1 pound, how much is 1 ounce, how much is 1 Florence ounce, how much is 1 liter. And if these are clear, then our Indian bakers and pastry chefs are not behind of anybody.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Sanjay Tyagi ji, are you there?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So I think so this will be very good for you and the students. because we are there to help them. But if these things come straight from the institute, so the students, they don't look back, then they already know. And our pastry chefs and our bakers are really very good, and they have a good scope over there, because baking breads. Now, I will tell you what we say in our speech to the guest also, that we make for 2,600 guests, we make almost 14,000 breads in a day. Bread rolls, sliced bread, wheat bread, the whole loaf bread, the French baguette, the Danish pastries, 7 kind of Danish pastries, 6 kind of muffins for the breakfast. In all, we make more than, for 2,600 plus 983 crew member, we make almost 14 to 16,000 bread slices a day or bread rolls a day. That's a huge amount. And everything is made fresh from scratch every day. Okay. And that is also gluten-free concept these days. A lot of world is going through gluten-free. So we need to start teaching the kids about the gluten-free food also, gluten-free breads and the sugar-free concept.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. बहुत अच्छी बातें बताई हैं आपने शेफ साहब. Any other questions anybody has? Please, these are the last minutes. शेफ को मैंने बोला था 1 घंटा, और मैंने शेफ को अभी देखो 1.25 घंटे तक पकड़ के रखा है. प्लीज, कोई क्वेश्चन है तो जल्दी पूछिए. अभिनव,
Is the case.
रवि, आशीष, सौरभ. Okay, no more questions. Let us part with a wonderful message that chef has given us. I would like to share something with you. शेफ, जरा इसको आप पढ़ेंगे प्लीज. ये आपने भेजा था मुझको बहुत अच्छा लगा. ये इसको बताइए इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा, और ये लास्ट होगा, इसके बाद हम मीटिंग बंद करेंगे.
हाँ जी,
मुझे बहुत पसंद आया ये.
हाँ जी. तो मालिक, इसमें A to Z है. हमने इसको बैठ के किया था सर. Let's educate ourselves once again. Like, avoid crowd. Whenever you want to learn something, don't be too many people at one time in one place. Beware of fake news. Yeah, that's for normal. This social media, these days, so many things are going. So we need to understand what we want, what we are reading. Until and unless you are very well aware that what you are reading is true, only then you forward anything. And even when you are working in a place, please do not gossip, do not believe in gossips, because whenever you gossip, the things goes around and comes back to the person. Clean your hands, very important, very important. And this Prime Minister has also started, since he came, sanitation, hand washing. Hand washing in India is coming very late, but I believe it's never late. Hand washing is very important. There's a full concept of hand washing. During this pandemic period, a lot of people have started using it, but then there is a proper way how to do that. Please follow that. Don't go out again, this pandemic thing going around. Please don't go out unnecessary. If you do not want to, go only to the place where you want. Empty the streets. Again, this is again the pandemic thing going on. Empty the street. That's for E. So this was made by me.
मोदी साहब ने कहा था, कोरोना का फुल फॉर्म है को से कोई, रो से रोड, और ना से ना निकले. कोई रोड पे ना निकले. कोरोना का फुल फॉर्म
ये उसी के ऊपर बनाया गया है सर. उसी के ऊपर हमने बैठ के बनाया था. फिर मैंने शेयर किया था शेफ सिल्वेस्टर से. He loved it, and then he said, let's go for printing and put it on the notice board. So it's self-explanatory actually. Gathering is bad. Before we used to say ki gathering is good. Now this pandemic situation is saying gathering is bad, because we need to have some kind of social distancing. Hand sanitizing, yes, very important. But again, I say, you can use hand sanitizing, but the best way is to wash your hands. washing hand is 100 times and 100 miles away from hand sanitizing. Yes, if you don't have taps always around, then use the hand sanitizing procedure. Inside the home, yes, I for inside the home, J for joint fight against corona. We don't want to spread it out. K for kind to the needy.
J for
Yes,
Chef Jai
we know
also.
in this pandemic period.
J for Chef Jai Kumar also.
J, K for, yes, in this pandemic situation, a lot of people have lost jobs, and we need to be kind with the people who do not have anything to eat these days, who were daily workers. Whatever they used to earn, they used to eat. Now they don't have the jobs. Unfortunately, there is no street harbors. There's nothing going on. And I cannot see this one.
L for learn a new skill.
If learn a new skill. This I already told you. This is a new good God have given you the opportunity to focus on your skills, and in the meantime you can learn new skills. Like the students who are graduating now, they can master in 2-3 months a different language, which will be very good for them, very beneficial for them till they find a good job. Mediate daily, yes, it's very important. From our childhood, our parents used to say, or even in the schools, they used to say at least 15 minutes of prayer time, assembly time. Yeah, that's also mediation. No handshakes. Yes, unfortunately, this is what we are going to do now. Even the Europe and the American people are now not handshaking and doing namastes, holding the hands together. They're following the Indian people. Offer helps to other. Again, we need to offer during this pandemic period. As again, I took in my initiative to call Mr. Mittal that if your team needs my help, I am there. And that's when Mittal came forward and asked me to do this webinar for you guys. And we need to offer helps. We have people who are looking for our experienced people to share our experience with them. Practice your passion. Yes, we need to. Again, I said, make your passion as strong as possible. Quarantine yourself. Q for quarantine, R for regular exercise. Very important. Exercising. Social distancing. I said it from the beginning. Traveling is dangerous. Yes, very dangerous these days. Do not move out until you really need to go out. Use mask. Yes, I'm sitting in my home, so I'm not using my mask. But the moment I step out, I use my mask. Visit your doctor online. Very important. Even the Prime Minister said, if you can avoid hospitals as much as possible. Weaponized immune system. Very important. Extra precaution for elders. Yes, whoever are your elders at home, your neighbors, we need to take precautions for them. We need to help them. And your awareness is preventive. It's always, they say, prevention is better than cure, and zero face touching. Our own face you should not touch when you go out. You never know what we have gained in our hands while we were traveling. So that was A to Z, sir, for the pandemic situation.
With those words, I would
Thank
like
you,
to
sir.
end today's meeting. May I request Mr. Sanjay Kashyap to propose a vote of thanks? Or Mr. Abhishek Charles Peter? Vote of thanks, please.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much on behalf of the management, on behalf of our principal, sir. Chef, it was a very, enlightened knowledge which we received from your side, and obviously this will going to help a student to have much more brighter sense that what are the career option, and if they are opting for the kitchen, then how they have to go forward. And there were many negative things in our minds and a student mind that what we're going to happen after this pandemic situation. And exactly you have given us the correct answers, and I'm sure on the part of my students as well that we have now a clear-cut scenario that everything will become normal slowly, and once again we're going to run life as usual what we were running before. So thank you very much, Chef, and in future also we look forward to have such webinars from you
So to have the brightful knowledge, to gain brightful knowledge from your side. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Abhishek. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, sir.
We will see you in our campus. Don't worry, we have your number, we have your email. We will call you.
Thank you, sir.
May God bless you.
Thank you,
May
sir.
God bless all the people.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure meeting with all of you in the webinar and all the faculty members. And I hope and I wish you all the best and the students all the best for the current year and the future. And I'm always available for my services. Only thing is I should be in India. Yes, right now 4-5 months I am here. So if your institute opens, I would love to visit also. I would love to meet you as in person also. Thank you, sir.